What up, Voldemort? It is now time to answer some questions, and surprisingly, we actually got some comments in the comment section below. So keep that up, it's been really good. Alright, so the first one comes from my dad, and he asked if the NFL should adopt 15-yard penalty on pass interference plays, just like college football has. And the problem with that I have is, I don't think that's a good idea. In the NBA, there's a player called Shaquille O'Neal. If you don't know who Shaq is, shame on you. But basically, Shaq, great player, Hall of Famer, and basically he couldn't make a free throw to save his life. So what they did at the end of games is they'd do a hack of Shaq, and they'd foul him and force him to take some free throws. That way the opposing defense could then get the ball and try and score more points than Shaq could on the free throws. And with the NFL, I think if you implement this 15-yard penalty rule instead of the spot of the foul, you're just bringing the ball back and you're wasting more time for the defense, and I think what could have been a catch is not going to happen anymore. You see at the end of basketball games that some of the players get a little testy and they're like, they're all upset and there might be some pushing and shoving. Football's already like that, so if you have players just hitting each other, you're going to get a lot of unnecessary roughness calls. Players might get ejected, and you might just get some injuries. I mean, when there's a Hail Mary going on in football at the end of the game in the end zone, there's already enough pushing and shoving. You don't want to add that another 5 or 6 more times into the game. Then we also got another comment from Janine, and she had 2 questions actually. Her first one was, what are my 5 favorite unbreakable records in sports? And I think that's a little difficult because with modern sports, science, and medicine, I think players are developing a lot better, and certain ones, yes, I think can be broken, but others I do not think so. I don't think anyone's ever going to hit over 400 again. We've gotten some close, but it's not going to happen. You can hit 400 for a month, month and a half, but you can't sustain it all summer long. Just too much of a hard season through 162 games, and it's just not going to happen. Even the best of hitters just can't do it. My second favorite one is the 2,632 game Ironman streak by Cal Ripken Jr. for baseball for consecutive games played. And with all the rest and implementation of trying to prevent injuries, that's just not going to happen. You rarely see players play all 162 games in a season, and let alone to do that for over 2,600 games. That's just never going to happen again. Cal Ripken Jr., he will be #1 forever in games played. The third one is an NHL one. You could sort of like encompass the entire sort of career of this one player, and it's Wayne Gretzky, but his 2,857 points will never be touched. I mean, just in assists alone is more points than like anyone's ever had. He himself is just an unbreakable record. Once again, back with the baseball, we have the most wins by Cy Young with 511. Rarely you see a pitcher even get to 300 wins now. That's almost like 2/3 of a career right there then. You have to add on to your wins, and getting to 512 wins to break that record, that's not going to happen. Now this last one, I think could be broken. I don't think soon, but I think it will be, and that's Jolton Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak. And yes, some players have gotten close, like around like 35, but that's just not going to happen anytime soon, but I think it will. So out of these 5, I think the 56-game hitting streak will be the one that will get past them all. Then for Janine's other question was, do mascots smile in their costumes? I've never been in a mascot suit, so I don't actually know how much like the heat and whatnot affects, and if you really have to smile to really bring it out in you, but I know from acting classes, if you're smiling on the inside, it'll work outward. I'll see you on Thursday.